Welcome, and thank you for tuning in to Coach Gloria Peek's YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, to comment, to share, and subscribe. You are listening to Stephen Stokes talk about the influence of Coach Peek as his coach and now, today, as his mentor.
My name is Stephen Stokes. I fought for 147 pounds for Coach Peek, and I first met Coach Peek. I met her, first time I met her, I was 13, 14, but first time I actually got to train underneath her, I was 16. I met Coach Peek just at boxing matches in Rochester, but I officially met her through my cousin Tony, who was working for Xerox during the time, and they had donated a floor ring, or granted one to the boxing club, and I, just took it from there. I decided that I needed more structure and discipline as far as training for me to get to the next level. So I want Coach Peek. I would say some of the things that she definitely influenced me on, and definitely repetitively kept just sticking in my mind, was to think. When I say think, just be smart within the ring. Always trying to know what my opponent's going to be doing, stay 2 to 3 steps ahead of them. Coach Peek was always a stickler for that. She always told us, we weren't going to be any punching bags in the ring. It was all about outthinking our opponent, and if the knockout ever came, it came, but never look for the knockout. So I was a tactician, or at least I tried to be. Character was more important than boxing, believe it or not, because Coach felt like boxing was good. Boxing was a good tool to use to reel us in, but in order to be a productive person within society, we had to have character. So she always utilized, after boxing, a lot of us who really didn't believe like there was not going to be a life after boxing, but look at us now. Life after boxing was more important. Things that you do, whether it was get a great career, or having a family, or being a person of sticking behind your own word, or values what you have. So she instilled that in us. So there was no being late to practice. If you was late, you'll be running, you'd be doing push-ups, you'd be doing everything else besides training. And if you did get a chance to train, you probably be training after everybody else is leaving, and she will wait there for you. Or if not, then you owed her. Character was definitely something that you had to have, that you will have, and that you must have. Coach Peek don't deal with nobody unless they have the championship mindset. Point blank, simple as that. It's like this: you could be around people. Have you ever been around somebody and it's like they're a champion, but you ain't never been a champion, you've never even been a contender, but you be around them for so long, it's like, man, I feel like I'm a champion. You know what, man? I feel like I can do this. I feel like I can go ahead and box. I feel like I can make $1 million. That's the type of that's how Coach Peek is. She's that type of person. When you be around her, man, she will make you feel like you can do anything. I'll say the most memorable moment I ever had with Coach Peek was the first major tournament I ever won, which was the Empire State Games. And I had just got to the team. It was like a year. I had to wait a year entirely where I couldn't even wear the logo because I was called unattached during that time. If you left one club and come to another club, then you could not wear those colors, or you could not have that team name on you. So I had to wait an entire year because my old team didn't want me coming over there. So I had to wait a year. So when I fought in the Empire State Games, I got a chance to wear those colors, but it wasn't even about that, man. It was how she embraced me, how the team embraced me, how everybody just welcomed me and made me feel good, man. And I remember I was fighting in a championship, and she told me, she said, Steve, now it's your time to shine. She said, it ain't about me, it ain't about your old team, it's about you. And when she said that, man, I knew that, you know what, I'm here, I arrived, and I knew bigger and better things was going to be ahead of me.
Did you win that game?
Oh, yeah, I got a gold medal.
Okay.
One of you remember this, Coach Peek, but whenever we would drive in Coach's van. Everybody loved being in her van. It wasn't like a 15-passenger van. It was a nice van. Had 10 on it, the whole 9, everything. So we would go up to Canada. We would drive up there, and then we would come back, and it would be late. So Coach had a CD binder. Remember the old school CD binders where you flip it open, and you had the different CDs that you put inside? Well, I was looking through it, and she had she had everything, that she wanted to hear. Well, you know how eclectic I am with my listening skills. It was some Barry Manilow in there. So I was like, Coach, you got Barry Manilow? She said, yeah, what you know about Barry Manilow? I was like, man, put it on. They used to hate when I would be like, Coach, put the Barry Manilow on, because Barry would just make me relax, but he'd put me to sleep too. So I don't know if you remember that, Coach, man, but how I would want you to play Barry Manilow and stuff like that. I'm not a Barry Manilow fan, but Barry would put me to sleep, man, and I would wake up so hard. I would sleep so hard and wake up so good. So that's definitely something that I do remember. I wonder if you remember too. One thing I like to let everybody know about Coach Peek is it's either black and white with her. There ain't no gray in between. It's either black and white. She's the type of person where she call a spade a spade. She call it down the middle. She's never gonna sugarcoat anything. She's gonna tell you the truth. And I love people like that, because those type of people you don't have anymore. Everybody's just worried about fitting in nowadays. Coach Peek has done so much when it comes to that, man. That's the type of person I am. That's the type of coach I am. I'm not gonna be a cookie cutter. I'm not gonna please you. If I see something messed up, I'm gonna tell you, and we're gonna continue to work on it until you get it right. And if you don't, you know what? We're gonna go over it over and over and over again. So that's what I would say is just, come prepared and be ready for the truth.
Now that you're a coach, how does Coach Peek continue to influence you?
She's my mentor. I talk to her every day. I talk to her about, things that goes on within the gym, things that goes on outside of the gym. So she's a very, very big, vital asset within my life. Coach Peek was there for me when my grandmother passed, and my grandmother was the most important person on the face of this earth. Seriously, Coach, she took her place. She definitely took her place. So I can say that we're even more closer now than we were when I used to box.
What do you know were some of your later boxing accomplishments because of the foundation you had up under Coach Peek?
Oh, without a doubt. I would have never made the Marine Corps boxing team if I did not have the technical skills, which was honed by Coach Peek. It was, without a doubt, my entire career would not have been possible without Coach Peek, meaning U.S. Nationals, making it on Team USA, the World Championships team, Olympic trials, all of that. None of that stuff would have not been possible if it would have not been for Coach Peek. So anybody out there who is under her tutelage or under her teaching, listen to her, because she knows what she's talking about. Okay? She may say something 1,000 times. Well, if she's saying it 1,000 times, it's because you are not applying it 1,000 times. You have not applied it 1,000 times that she said it. So Coach Peek, hey, my entire boxing career is been guided under you, and now my entire coaching career is gonna be guided under you. Hey, Coach, this is Steve. I want to tell you thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you how you just opened up your arms to me. When you first met me at the age of 14 and a half before I turned 15, but just embrace me and just bringing me into the Montgomery Boxing Club family. I also want to tell you thank you for, accepting me, my beautiful wife, and my kids, because you know what, just the bond that you have with my wife and my kids just means a lot to me. But most importantly, just thank you for saving my life, man, because where I grew up at on the west side, it was so much, man, where I should have been a statistic. You know what I'm saying? I should have been, out there hustling or getting caught up or, even shot, stabbed, or even in jail time or even in prison, but I'm not. Because you know why? You was such a positive influence and role model on me that, it made me the man that I am today. You made a lot of my partners out there responsible young men as well. So I just want to tell you thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I love you. I'm going to love you to the day I die. And then, you know, like I told you, no matter, you always be here, Coach, because why? It's always going to live on what you taught us. Peace.